YouTube and welcome to another GV anime review, where this week I am doing a review of the most hyped up anime ever, of the most popular anime ever, of the anime that even non-anime fans know. Of course I am talking about Shingeki no Kyojin, or Attack on Titan. Attack on Titan was an anime that made the community explode back in 2013, and it's one of those animes that is loved by everyone. This review will cover both the original first season from 2013 and the second season, which ended just past weekend. So let's see if the most popular anime ever is worthy of its title. The story of Attack on Titan takes place in a world where almost all of humanity has been wiped out by titans, or man-eating giants. What's left of humanity has retreated behind three big walls where they are safe from the titans. In a village at the outer wall, we meet a young boy named Eren Jaeger, who, against the will of his mother, wants to join the Survey Corps, a part of the army that goes outside the walls to fight with the titans. But one day everything changes when two special titans appear, a colossal titan and an armored titan. They destroy the wall and the titans kill everyone on their path, including Eren's mother. From that day on, Eren swears to slay all the titans, and together with his childhood friends Mikasa Ackerman and Armin Artelt, he joins the army to get his revenge. So let's start with the, I must admit, many positive points of Attack on Titan. First is the setting. I just mentioned this in last week's review, but I really like animes with a medieval setting. It delivers other opportunities for both the story and the characters. And expanding on this is the overall setup of Attack on Titan. The way how this anime and then also the manga are set up is very detailed. It seems that the creator thought about everything, from the titans to the 3D maneuver equipment to the squad formation. You see that everything has been worked out and that there are little to no flaws in the design of Attack on Titan's world. That's an extra reason why the story of Attack on Titan is so interesting. The flawless design pulls you in, and of course the mysteries, the questions and the fact that no character is safe makes you come back for more. And on top of all this is the excellent animation. Production IG did a very good job in this anime. I was really impressed, especially by the scenes where they used the 3D gear were very well animated. Next positive point has to be the music. Now, I haven't listened to all the OST yet, but even without that I have to include the music in the positive section of this review. The first opening song is, together with Crossing Field from Sword Art Online, one of the most iconic opening songs ever in anime. But to be fair, my favorite opening song has to be the new one, Shinzo wo Sasageo. But there were several other good insert songs like Reluctant Heroes and several others that I still have to listen to. I do, however, have one question about the music. What was the deal with all the German music in the first season? If somebody could clarify that for me, thank you. But either way, the music in Attack on Titan was very good. An anime cannot be good without amazing characters, and Attack on Titan delivered some very memorable and charismatic characters like Eren, Mikasa, Eren, Levi, Sasha and so many more. Their strong personalities, it being either on the comical side or on the dramatic side, made Attack on Titan a quite unforgettable anime. And with that I get to the story, and here I want to specifically say that I found the second season from spring 2017 better than the first one. The reason therefore is that in my opinion this second season focused more on the characters and on the depth of the whole Titan story than the first. The first season was more action based and I am not the biggest fan of that. That is why the second season intrigued me more, because we focus on the bigger questions that this anime poses. And as a final positive point I want to mention the OVAs. The two No Regrets OVAs delivered the long-awaited backstory of Levi, and it made him an even more badass character than he already was. But at the same time it also showed how tormented he must be by what happened in the past. The other 3 OVAs were very interesting to watch after I finished season 2. That first OVA must have raised so many questions back in the day, because there happens something that hasn't been explained yet in the first season. It only gets explained in the second season. And the third OVA contained a shitload of hints to the second season. It was very interesting to watch that OVA with the knowledge that I gained in season 2, because I was able to see very clear hints towards the second season. Now, Attack on Titan might be the most popular anime ever, but it's not flawless like no anime is. Besides me liking the second season more because of the action-based first season, my biggest complaint about Attack on Titan revolves around the 3 human titans. It was really easy to figure out who they were. You didn't even need to dig deep, you just had to use your eyes to figure out who they were. So that was a letdown, and when we then learn who they are partially in season 1 and partially in season 2, it didn't come as a surprise at all, unlike some other things in season 2. And my second negative point is that the second season answered one big question from season 1, but it gave us 10 new questions to wonder about, so the story is far from finished at this point. But I know that season 3 has been confirmed for 2018, so this will be a temporary negative point. And I know from a friend of mine who is up to date with the manga that we might start to get some answers to those big questions in the third season. I also know from him that season 2 actually contains some very big spoilers for the rest of the story, especially since season 2 shows something, which I won't spoil, that in the manga comes far later. That thing comes in the manga only after we get to the basement, and here in the anime they already showed it in season 2. Now, I haven't really thought about what it means or what its purpose in the story is, but my friend told me that it's basically the solution to everything in Attack on Titan. So I am not going to think about it. I am going to have season 3 come at me and surprise the hell out of me when everything gets explained. So as a conclusion, I can definitely see why Attack on Titan is the most popular anime ever. I am not a fan of action-based animes, but I had a really good time watching Attack on Titan. It has a very strong foundation, filled with charismatic characters and many mysteries which intrigue me. So overall, I'm going to rate Attack on Titan Season 1 and Season 2 at 4 out of 5 stars. You must know by now that I don't give super high scores to anime that aren't finished. But I can tell you that I will be looking forward to that third season, and that the chance of this score rising after it is definitely there. What to recommend for the most popular anime ever? I'm going to recommend other animes that have the same mixture of action, adventure, fantasy and mysteries as Attack on Titan. In that case, I would slightly recommend Terraform Mars, but I am hesitant since the second season was so incredible shit. I would recommend Berserk. The second season was also shit, but it really picked itself up in its third season, which is about to end. A final recommendation lies a little bit further from Attack on Titan, being Sword Art Online. As I read in some online recommendations, they do both contain the elements of survival and fighting for a greater purpose. And as you know, I really liked SAO, so give these animes a watch in anticipation of Season 3. And with that I conclude my review of Attack on Titan Season 1 and Season 2. As usual, you can find the full list of all my animes and reviews over at Anime Planet. As usual, I will put a link in the description box down below. Now, if you want me to review a particular anime from this list, please put it in the comments. Also, if you have a recommendation for me, put it in the comments as well. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, visit me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter and subscribe to this channel for more reviews in the future. I will say arigatou gozaimasu and I will see you all in the next video.